Hey, how's it going? Today is 20th of 6th, 2024, and Thursday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities we can find. Uh, let's touch on something that we all with might be very important. That would be uh, hearing that was happening recently. It was happening yesterday. That would be Boeing CEO uh, was questioned about the way and all process or what's happening with the company since there was a lot of accidents recently. So public was kinda since a lot of things and the way how they carry out those questions, not necessarily that would be opinion, my opinion, right? They could always be better, right? But either way, so people who like to see for themselves the entire process had to be close to 2 hours questioning that's taking place. Entire package, I think, is 33 million that the CEO is getting paid. I think it's last year that he made the choice. I think it's his own choice to do something else with his life, as well as there's a lot of things happening with the company. They're structuring, how much job opportunities Boeing is creating, and as well as how many planes are in the sky, right? Just above America, I think 2 out of 3 planes are Boeing, right? So there's a lot of things or worries or concerns of how many planes. I don't know. They have wings, right? I think someone needs to check it, right? So once that been said, let's progress to UK. As well as something that happened 4 months ago. That would be within UK. That would be Tata Steel Port Talbot, and a lot of assets within this port coming to the end of life. So they're looking to additional investment, and they're looking to source but potentially a lot of investment coming from UK's government when it comes to improving facilities and investing in the company, which is kind of an interesting idea, right? There is a book, very old book, that I like. We taking a look at steel within that book, and the entire discussion is exactly the same. There's a lot of people pulling, pushing, a lot of things happening, right? So I thought I would refer to that book, but either way, important data out of this meeting that would be, which I completely agree with, that would be 30% of steel should be produced perhaps from scrap, as well as 70% coming from a base. I completely agree with this metric compared to potentially investments to be made into electric furnace or what capabilities those electric furnaces gonna have since that's my tax money, as well as perhaps worth mentioning that Tata Steel the UK owns 33% of operations. The rest of it has been owned by different funds, right? So they're only in for 33%, as well as then we're taking a look at scrap and optimizing some of those processes. That will be 7 million tons of scrap as of now has been exported. So perhaps there's something that they know as well, optimization of this process, and something that's happening in Netherlands, and example to be taken as well. If people are interested, there's a lot of very important information of future of the industry, since I would define this critical to have its capabilities for UK. Once that been said, let's take a look at batteries and what I was taking a look at yesterday. First graph, that would be, since it happened some time ago, perhaps it would be accurate, but I don't know how accurate, right? When it comes to battery, China is a world leader in the battery recycling. So perhaps there's taken note and or example from China the way and how percentage. I wish there was something in the graph about how much percentage they would recycle, right? From China, we can take a look at Germany, and from there we can progress to US potentially. I thought I would be taking a look at separate sheets where they would divide it even in more accurate information, but this video might be too long, right? When it comes to production and sales, that's big boys there: China, Germany, US, and somewhere up there is UK. So let's take a look at the UK's market, right, and see what information we might be able to find, as well as how we can take part when it comes to battery technologies, and particularly recycling. If we start with recycling and from there progress, perhaps there's another way or process to go into, but I don't think it's profitable to do it, by the way. There's an article that was written roughly about a year ago, and some of the things coming into effect, right? Let's step back slightly before taking a look at what's happening right now, right? That will be UK firms race to get into Electric Car Battery Recycling Act, and it seems there's some startups in Devon, which is very, very interesting. I don't understand perhaps why it would be within this area. I do understand it, but I didn't realize there's a startups. Perhaps we can reach out to those people and see how we can work together if there are some. Since there are within the area, perhaps, if not right now, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities in the future. With that said, let's progress to other articles, right? All information, everything what would need to be known for everyone who is interested in overall battery strategy and production within UK. It's critical area, right? I don't know expenditure, how much UK is looking to expend into this industry compared to other governments who are spending way, way, way more. So how UK gonna do it? What kind of strategy UK gonna have? It's roughly about 32 pages where they delving deep into this market, and they're sharing a lot of information for people who are interested in this video won't be able to delve into this particular strategy and the review of this strategy because everyone would get bored. It's important, but everyone will get bored, right? So, if anything, for people who would just like to understand a little bit better, I would highly recommend taking a look at this particular strategy, and from there progress into the companies who you would more than likely would need to engage with. So those companies, if you would ask me, was set up by my and others taxpayers' money. So those companies should be able to create those opportunities for people to engage. Otherwise, I don't know why those companies are there. Those companies include, so everyone would start with the research, right? From there, all the companies would progress to development phase. From research, progress into development. From development into scale. From scale in industrializing, right? There's a lot of incentives to do it. There's a lot of financial incentives. So they're supporting to depending on when you're taking a look at this market, sometimes the government and all different initiatives can support 50%. So of the capital, you need to match that capital by your own capital, 50%, right? But those opportunities are there, right? As well as when we are taking a look at scale, even the open access scale up with gigafactory capability, right? We can take a look at some of the initiatives being launched, but there's only 5 companies there. Perhaps as of time there might be 6 or 7, but handful of companies. Not that many people can do it because our production orders we need to start sometimes from 1,000 or 5,000. So that's how much we would need to order. So before we can do any of that, we can only begin by taking a look at research, right? So that's where we will need to start. But taking a look at research, and from there progress slowly into development, and from there scale up and industrializing, right? One company that wasn't highlighted on this strategy, but I think this company would be important. I don't know where the funding is coming from, but the companies up there that would be Drive the Electric Revolution Industrial Center. I haven't engaged with this company. I haven't got a response, but there is a separate company that wasn't highlighted within the strategy, so I thought I'll touch on this company. Perhaps there's a lot of might be problems with the companies that I have mentioned until now. I'll touch on that in just a second, but there's additional companies. So some of those companies are struggling, whatever case might be. There's a new company. So because it's very important that there's a new company there. even if we take a look at the Faraday Institute and they seem that they have, I think they had CEO before, but whatever case, I haven't read this article, right? But only thing what I have reached out to the team entire industry. Yesterday, I have reached out to all the organizations. All the competitions, all the people that was within this company, and with the hope that about 10% of people would respond. More than likely, everyone's busy doing other things, right? And they have changed the person who's overseeing entire organization. That would be new person coming into effect as of 2nd of September. So within the next 3 months, I have already reached out to this person. So hopefully this person will be able to bring a lot of fresh ideas, and that's early engagement. So it's very important that to get things right when it comes to early engagement and making sure that your case industry would be able to perform right. Once that been said, let's take a look at some of the investments we made. Some of the investments, depending on what you would you like to do when it comes to this technology, right? That would a big North American EV battery cycle just launched in Europe. So that potentially could be in Germany. If you would like to engage with this company, they might be able to offer you some percentage of the company or production floor, even better. So if perhaps they're using only 20%, 30%, we can offer 20% for you if you're interested in having partners with North America when it comes to battery recycling. Some of those investments being made within Germany as of now. And let's take a look at what UK is doing. That would be UK BIC, a British success story pioneering greener future. As I mentioned, this institute is only working with the massive companies, right? I wish they would work with more of the smaller companies, but I think they're only working with the bigger ones. As well as I think we have introduced recycling processes, but as of now, I don't think it's cost effective to do. But either way, investments being made. The UK Battery Industrialization Centre is 130 million national battery manufacturing scale-up facility, which provides skills for a growing battery sector. And these investments were made roughly about 2 years ago. So this center should be online as of now. I don't know how much capabilities and optimization we have as of now, as well as recycling. If anything, that's the only key thing that I like to highlight, right? And how much of those batteries will end up in landfill somewhere, right? Which is not necessarily good. Once that's been said, let's close on that. Thanks for watching. See you next one.